So, as somebody who isn't a big car enthusiast, I'm not a huge racing fan, I think it actually says a lot that Forza Horizon 3 is actually on my most anticipated list this year. Now, for me, I think it's bigger than like Gears of War 4, simply because I absolutely loved the second one. I'm still playing it to this day, put in a ton of hours into it. It's still a lot of fun. So now that I've got some time to spend on the Horizon 3 demo, I thought I'd kind of give you my thoughts, my impressions of that. Also talk about some of the bigger changes and some of the features that are coming to the game. So first off, for people who maybe are like me and they're like, I can't really get excited about racers and everything else, the reason why this game sticks out for me is because, one, it's arcadey enough where you can just pick up and have a lot of fun playing it, even if you don't know anything about customizing cars. Yet it's deep enough where if you are a car fanatic, if you are a car enthusiast, you can go in, you can fine-tune stuff, and you can really create some nice driving setups. And then you can go upload those setups to the store where people like me and everybody else can go download them. So again, you're making it super easy for people who don't want to spend all day, fine-tuning everything. They just want to drive. So I think it's a perfect mix of both worlds. Another thing that I really like about Horizon is that, with so many other racers out there, they're closed track, which is nice if you want to memorize the track, you want to try, to get the best time you possibly can and just work on that. But for me, they just get repetitive after a while. And so I don't like doing that. I would rather just not, play on the same track over and over. I'd rather just race something nobody knows, what's going to be happening. So for me, Horizon never felt repetitive because there's just an insane number of tracks out there. There's an insane number of races where 1 minute you'll be driving across city streets, then the next minute you'll be in some creek or driving across hilltops, something else like that. So there's a ton of variety, and I love that. With Horizon 3, it looks like there's going to be a ton of variety as well. It's set in Australia. You're going to have cities covered in skyscrapers. You got beaches, deserts, rainforests, and a whole lot more. So there's going to be a ton of variety, and they did an awesome job, I think, with the colors. Like, to me, it feels just a whole lot more vibrant than Horizon 2 did. And just overall, graphically speaking, I think this game looks fantastic already. And that says a lot because, again, it's an open world racer, but this is also on the Xbox One. So I can imagine how good it's going to look on PC, which is probably going to be where I'm going to spend most of my time so I could race at 60 frames per second. There's going to be dynamic weather, day and night cycles. It's going to have all the goods. Another thing that they're doing this year, which I think is sort of neat, is they let you choose your character this season. There's several different ones that you can choose from in the demo, but hopefully they're going to let us create our own. I actually don't understand why they just don't let you, use the Kinect to take a picture of your own face and place it in the game. Like other games are able to do it. This would be a perfect game, I think, in order to take advantage of that feature. And this is actually one of the few games that I actually recommend having a Kinect with. Like, I use Kinect in Horizon quite a bit. You can talk to Anna, which is like your GPS unit, and it's so much nicer and faster than stopping the game, pulling up the world map, selecting where you want to go, laying out waypoints and everything else. You can just speak, say, Anna, show me the next race, and you go straight there. It's quick, it's painless, and so this is one of the few games that actually does connect really well. But I do wish that they would actually let you also use the camera feature in it. Another nice touch is that you can actually name your character. So you can name it yourself. They've got tons of different names to choose from. The demo actually saw that I had Dragon in my gamer tag, and it actually selected that for me as a default setting. So it actually calls me Dragon in game, which is a nice little touch, to make you feel immersed in that. You can also customize your license plate this go around. Also this year, as far as the storyline goes, instead of just taking part in a festival, you're actually in charge of it. So you can actually hire and fire Dravatars now, so that can bring in different viewers and things like that. So they kind of mix that up, so that'll be interesting to see how that goes. You can also hire and sign on different radio stations, which Horizon to me has always had a really nice soundtrack, but Horizon 3 I think takes it up a big old notch because you've got stations where you can play now DMX or Blink 182. The other day I was racing and Young MC Bust a Move came on, which I actually had to go tweet about because I just thought that was, awesome. So to me, they've taken everything that made the game fun in the past, they brought that forward and just upped everything else up a notch, which I think is all you need to do in a series like this. So far there's been close to 400 cars that have been revealed. There's tons of terrain, tons of different weather effects. This game is simply fun. Like, I don't know any other word to just describe it. Me and my buddy Shadow Zach, we were playing the demo the other night, and then we decided to hop on Horizon 2 just because we wanted to keep on playing. We played a few matches online there. And again, it's just pure fun. It's unique and challenging, but I keep on going back to the word fun, which is what I want in a video game. So I personally cannot wait to play this game. If you buy the Ultimate Edition, then you get early access, which starts on September the 23rd. If you get the normal game release, then that's going to release on September the 27th. And I can't remember the last game that I did this for because I'll rarely ever buy special editions or special bundles. I rarely buy season passes, things like that. But they did such an awesome job with the second game that I went on ahead and pre-ordered the Ultimate Edition for this because I just wanted to play it a few days early, but also get a hold of everything else because it's one of the few games where I feel like the developers have delivered every time for me. So it's one of the few that I feel like it's going to be a solid game. I don't feel like I'm going to have to worry about buying this game and it be a broken mess and everything else. I don't recommend that on very many games, and I'm not actually even recommending pre-ordering right now. I'm just letting you know what I did simply because I have faith in this game, and the demo certainly didn't let me down. So I do have just a few more days before I get to actually play the full game, so I'll let you know how that goes. I'll try to get, sort of a mini review out before the actual release date. That way it kind of gives you a heads up if there is something that maybe, you need to just totally avoid when it comes to this game. But the demo, I definitely had a blast with. Another thing to think about if you are deciding to pick it up, you do get 20% off if you are a Prime member on Amazon like I am. You do also get free same-day shipping, so I'll leave a link down to that below if you want to go check it out. Post your thoughts on the Horizon 3 demo down below and tell me if you're going to be picking it up or not. That does it for me, the Red Dragon. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.
Are you listening? Damn.